Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor to Tenkar's Tavern blog. There is a link scrolling at the bottom of your screen. It is for Tenkar's Tavern.games/WFRP. That'll take you to Humble Bundle, where there is a Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay bundle for Warhammer 4E. It has the whole the Enemy Within campaign. Amazing. I ran it back with 1E. And I have the 4E stuff all in hardcover. Now I snagged it all in PDF. It's got other adventures. It's got the starter box. It's got the core rulebook. It's just an amazing deal. Warhammer, even if you're not going to be playing it, it's a great resource for an inspiration for your own campaigns. So, what do we have? Well, apparently, I didn't notice this. This came out last week. There is a survey, a Dungeons and Dragons survey. I have not done it yet. This is completely new to me, this one. So I figured we'd do it together. Isn't that fun? And let's see. I know it's against the spirit. I'm like, you should know what the questions are before you say. This is, this isn't a promotional exam. All right, this isn't an entry exam. This is a survey about Dungeons and Dragons. So, how do you feel about Dungeons and Dragons? Well, see, that's a tough one, right? Because I like RPGs. I like AD&D, 1E, 2E. I love the clones. I'm not a fan of 5E, but I appreciate it for what it's done for the community. But I don't like the direction that the company is going in now. So I will say I am neutral on D&D. When was the last time you recommended D&D to someone else? More than a year ago. I mean, honestly, right? We're talking about the current edition. Do you think D&D is becoming less popular, becoming more popular, or staying the same? I think that D&D is becoming less popular because I think there is more competition than ever before. How do you feel about the current direction of the D&D game? That's the question. I didn't know it was coming, but yes, strongly negative. Next, I'd like to ask you a few questions about Wizards of the Coast. How do you feel about Wizards of the Coast? I hate this company. I don't like this. It's hard to hate a company, but I don't like them. When was the last time you recommended Wizards of the Coast products to someone else? More than a year ago. Do you think Wizards of the Coast becoming less popular, more popular, or staying the same? I think they're becoming less popular. I think they're digging their own hole. How do you feel about the current direction of Wizards of the Coast? Strong and negative. We've seen them, excuse my French, we see them constantly stepping on their dick. These are unforced fouls. Nobody is making them do it. And by the way, it does look like it's a short survey because I'm 50% done. I'm 100% done. Oof. Now, I don't know if that means that, wow. I don't know if that means that video, oh, sorry, that survey is longer for others that maybe what usually they want you to explain your answers. Well, tell us a little bit about your answers. No, no details. Tell us why you think we're heading in the wrong direction. Well, the OGL fiasco, your stand on AI, Chris Cox's recent comments about using AI in the future for D&D and Magic the Gathering. It kind of sent off some warning bells. No, they don't want to actually know what they were hoping for. I suspect what they are expecting is keep it up, man. You're going in the right direction. This is what we want to see. We want to see self-inflicted fouls. We want to see you step on your own private parts. This is what the community wants out of their game leader. Scary shit, man. Scary shit. Well, I am going to include a link to the survey, and I'll include a link to the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay affiliate link on the bottom. Now, by the way, today is St. Patrick's Day. All right, which means it's been. I'm still sober, but I'll use two hands, 4 fingers on each. 8 years since I retired. I worked at midnight on St. Patrick's Day, signed out at 6:05 in the morning, and I was done. Ran time. Officially, I was still on the books until mid-July, but effectively, this is 8 years since I retired. Now, there's a certain troll over at the Tabletop Tap Room who supposedly has evidence that I'm a fired cop. If you see me at a convention, feel free to say, "Hey, can I see a retired ID?" And I'll pull it out and gladly show it to you. I'll show you my carry permit that goes with it. You don't get that if you're a fired cop. I did my 20. You don't get your pension if you're a fired cop. But in any case, feel free. I'm not offended if you ask. But it's the same individual that makes claims about Don and Tom and never presents any evidence. And it's strange because I'm pretty sure this person is what is affectionately known as alt-right, far right. I got haters on the far left. And haters on the far left have something in common, right? Yeah, I got evidence. And they never show their evidence. Well, why is that? Because they know they don't have it. I appreciate the support I get from the community. I am able to do what I do, not just because of the generosity of the NYPD, New York City, and the pension system, but because of the community that, as the pundit put it a couple of weeks back, that I have the better whisper network than he does, which means that I have people who, when they get news, reach out to me and hope I will share it to the community at large. And that's what I try to do. All right. And I try to be accurate. And if I'm not accurate, I will make a correction. I am not perfect. I am not omnipotent. Which actually, I'm pretty glad I'm not. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. So, again, everything that is from the tavern is because of the community that has formed around this tavern and within this tavern. And I thank you all for that. So take the D&D survey. Let them know what you think about D&D, about WotC. Hey, they could have mentioned Hasbro. Would have been another page of wrong direction bullshit. Other than that, be safe, be well, God bless, roll the dice, rolling well. Please don't drink too much today. Don't drink and drive. Be safe, and happy St. Patrick's Day. And may I have many more 8 years ahead of myself. I'll take, I don't know, 3 or 4 times 8. Another 32 years. I'll be very, very happy with that. All right. God bless, folks. Good night.